Well, we finally made it. But in all seriousness, hey guys, I'm back again. I'm finally making the Q&A video, which is great. I know I always say I made it. Well, I'm really excited I made it to 3,000 subscribers. I'm pretty sure I'm actually like 3,500 right now, I think, at the moment. I left the video up for a week, and now I'm here to answer. I got 27 questions to answer, so let's go in depth on these questions. It's going to be in the same format as I do all my Q&As. Your name is going to be like right here-ish. So, yeah, I'm just going to go down the line of what I see on the stuff, or on the video. First comment is from Carlos Rodriguez, and his comment is, are you going to do a sequel of Becoming Something More? It's Become Something More, just telling you. Beyond is kind of a sequel to Become Something More, and just in the sense that we're also going to see what happens to Peter in that, just for a very short. He's not going to be in the movie very long, just forewarning you guys. So I hope that answers your question, that Beyond is technically the sequel to it. I'm not sure we'll ever get to a sequel to Become Something More. I didn't get that far yet, alright guys? The next comment is from Cole Abrahams, I believe that's how you pronounce it. And his question is, will you make a horror film, will you make any horror films like Brandon B. Productions? I've tried to make horror films before in the past. I've tried to make Stay Away, which is, I filmed some of that movie, but it just wasn't, it wasn't a scary movie. And I've been toying with the I've been toying with the thought of doing one of those movies, a horror movie. But I don't know if, I don't think I can grasp the concept of getting the scariness down. But I would definitely love to in the future. So, yeah. Alright, this next question is from Skies Films. And he actually has a couple questions. And his first question is, are you planned to do a trilogy for your Spider-Man universe? It's not a Spider-Man universe, it's the Amalgam universe. So, technically, no, there's not a trilogy for Spider-Man. But, you know, there's going to be more films in the Amalgam universe. And then his second question is, what's your favorite Spider-Man movie? Okay, now, looking at, well, now we're going to have to go in depth. I do love the original Raimi trilogy, and I love the first two. I love the third one too. I don't think it's that bad. But to be honest, looking at Homecoming's all right. I didn't like it as much as other people did. I do like The Amazing Spider-Man a lot. I really feel like I connected with what Peter was doing in that, and what, you know, how he acted and all that. So, but I do love Spider-Man 1. Spider-Man 1 was like one of my childhood movies. So it's between Spider-Man 1 and The Amazing Spider-Man. And you know what? I'm going to say those two are both my favorites. So take that as it is. His third question is, what is your view on It 2017 movie, if you saw that? Actually, I quite enjoyed that movie. From like what I've read of the book, now, from what I read of this big-ass book, I've really only read, like, I've really only read the first chapter. The first chapter was basically the beginning Georgie scene. From what I've read from the book, oh my god, what's his name? Andy Muschietti, the director, perfect director for this movie, and it really shows in the beginning scene. Like, it is almost exactly how, word for word, and like how he acts and stuff. That's almost kind of how Pennywise and the scene was from the book, and which really makes it awesome for just like looking at that when I was watching the movie. But overall, I thought that was a really good movie. The characters in it, like the losers, I think it's the Losers Club. The Losers Club was like really good. I like how all of them, like, they really felt like they were friends and not just lifeless characters. So I really like that aspect. Pennywise, you gotta, I'm sorry, you guys see me do the lip thing where I can like, you know, do the thing with my lip and the smile. So you guys clearly know I like Pennywise. I know people like the Tim Curry version. You, Brandon, I'm looking at you. But 2017 Bill Skarsgård version, he really just took it for me. Like, wow, I loved his performance. He really gave like 110%, which was awesome. I think that's what I'll give you on that. I don't want to go too in depth, or else this video will be like 30 minutes long. So let's go on to the next question. And his last question is, what's your favorite Spider-Man TV show? And that would have to be, my favorite Spider-Man TV show is actually this one. It only got one season, which is so sad, but it's kind of darker. It's a little bit more edgy because it was on MTV, and that's what I loved about it. He was in college and all that, and they used the first Spider-Man, the suit from the first Spider-Man movie with like the bat, everything. I loved it, and the ending of it. Ooh. The ending of the season was great. So the next question is from RedBlock Films, and his question is, for the Hulk film, will you be playing Bruce Banner in it? Yes, I will be playing Bruce Banner. So yeah, that was actually a pretty easy question. Let's move on. All right, and this one is from that Pennywise guy. Oh wow. And his question is, do you think you will continue the Becoming Something More... Why does everyone call it the Becoming Something More series? The Become Something More series, or will you do another Spider-Man fan film? Again, I've planned to use Spider-Man again in the future. I don't think I could really just make a full-out movie with him again. It's just... it's not that I'm sick of playing the character, it's that I kind of want to be behind the camera a little bit more. And it's probably going to show him beyond that a lot of the stuff with me behind the camera, I feel like, is a lot better. The next two questions are from Superheroes Inc. Or, well, just Superhero Inc. version 2.0. And his questions are, will you and Brandon ever collaborate film-wise on a movie? Like act in your movies or you act in his? We have talked, me and Brandon, we've really talked about this a lot. Like, we really want to be in each other's movies. And you're going to have to wait and see some of his one of his slasher movies coming out. You just got to wait and see if we're actually going to be, you know, doing that kind of stuff. So, but yeah, we definitely talked about collaborating, and it's not a yes yet, but it's a very, very close maybe, or very, very close yes. And the next question from Superhero Inc. is, what movie out of all of the ones you've made is your favorite? Now all the ones I made so far, technically I've finished filming The New Age. I finished filming Beyond. So out of my movies, but I'm only gonna pick out of the ones I've posted. So far my favorite would probably be Become Something More. And really, I've noticed there's a lot of flaws in that movie. I've been looking at those flaws for like 2 years straight now, and so I like that movie the most just because I like the way I was taking Spider-Man in that direction. So that's probably the movie I did like, but I do like Spider-Man 2: The Fallen is probably my next runner-up movie because I liked it. I tried to do more of a drama that didn't have to have a lot of action in it. So I don't know. Yeah. The next question is from David Sherwin Teresa Taylor, and his question is, who's playing Hulk, you or Ethan? I'm going to be playing Hulk, not Ethan. The next question is from Infinite Nickel. That's a cool name. And his question is, what do you think is good for props for Spider-Man fan films? Good props are Spider-Man web shooters if you're not going with the organic. Definitely costumes. Spider-Man costumes, definitely the most expensive probably. And, you know, costumes for the villains. You got to make sure you have good costumes for your villains, you know. And, you know, overall, great like cameras and lighting really helps for that kind of stuff. And definitely scripting, storyboard, all that stuff. That's really good stuff to use in your movies. So definitely keep that in mind. Next question is from Pure. Oh, that's a name. All right. And his question is, how do you find the time to make these amazing fan films? And do you got any tips for me? I really, the best time for me to film all this stuff is really in the summer. I filmed a couple things in winter, but you know, it's really hard to film in winter. It's really cold. So, yeah, the best time I do is really on summer vacation for me from school. So I try to get all my filming done between then, and I even go into school filming also. So that's really when I do my stuff. Any tips? Definitely make sure you have actors. Actors are important. Make sure you're always nice to your actors. That's a good tip. Scripting and storyboarding, that is a big thing. Always making sure your equipment is pretty good. Like, as you probably noticed the dead pixel, I need to get a new lens. Also having good editing software, that's a good tip. I'll leave you with that. But there's plenty more better people you can find to get tips on filmmaking from. The next question is from Dusen Productions. We're just going to say that. Sorry if I butchered your name. And his question is, how do I become great at making fan films, and how do I stay dedicated? Staying dedicated is really, making good fan films, it doesn't matter. It's all about what you do for your story and what you put into your characters and stuff like that. And how to stay dedicated is really just do something that you're passionate about. Like, Beyond, I was passionate. I was like, yeah, Beyond, it made sense. I revamped the script for it, so like I really wanted to do it, and you know it encouraged me. And Star Wars, like movies like that, like it's all about what you want or what you're inspired by, and that's what kind of keeps me going while I'm filmmaking. The next question is from Cooky Media Studios, and he actually has two questions, and his first question is, what film took the longest to make? My longest film, let's see. That's a good question. I don't know. A lot of my films only take like 1 or 2 months to make, and then it's like a lot of pre-production after that. Pre-production is probably the biggest part, post-production is probably the biggest part because it takes a lot of time to get visual effects ready and all that. So right now, it's probably Star Wars. Star Wars is a really big movie, and it takes a lot of visual effects, and you know, I literally had to shoot that movie once and then reshoot it, and now we're finally working on the Star Wars, you know, the lightsaber effects. So, and that movie, Jesus, I started that movie freshman year. Now I'm in my junior year and I still haven't released that movie yet. That's how long this movie's taking. So that one is probably the longest one. And then his next question is, what made you want to make fan films? My biggest thing that wanted me to make fan films is Roger King. I saw his Spider-Man fan film. I was like, you know what? I'd love to make a Spider-Man movie. And just from there, it kind of just took off after film after film. And now I'm doing this stuff still. So, the next question is from Alan G. And he said, have you and Ethan been sufficiently encouraged by reactions to your films here to pursue acting / filmmaking as adult? I'm not really sure what Ethan wants to do, but he likes doing this stuff. He enjoys doing this stuff. Me and him both enjoy doing this, and I would love to be a director when I grow up. It's like my biggest. It's kind of like what I want to go into for college is filmmaking, directing, and cinematography and stuff like that. So, I don't know. I guess, yeah, it did kind of make me pursue acting / filming. I like acting too. Acting's pretty fun. The next question is from Ethan Whitmire, and it's, what is your favorite color? I'd probably have to go with either green or blue. I don't know. Those two colors are very cool to me. Like, I really like the blue of like the Superman, like the Man of Steel suit, and like the Batman versus Superman suit. I really like that kind of blue, like a really dark blue. But I also like green, mainly because of Hulk. So yeah, that's kind of my favorite colors at this point. I don't really know. I don't really think about my colors a lot. So the next question is from DMoney 1362. Hey man, what's up? And his question is, what camera or cameras do you use to film your films? My camera that I'm using right now is a Canon Rebel T5, and it's, to be honest, it's not a bad camera, but I wish it would have like the flip out screen, and the lens on this is kind of shitty. I'm not going to be honest. So, but if you're really looking for a good camera, get something like a Canon T5i, T6i, and really if you want to go get like a 60D, something like that, because those are really good cameras if you're looking for a new camera. The next question is from Negros Obenj, I believe that's, sorry if I butchered that, and his question is, could you try to make an Avengers or Justice League movie? I know you might not have enough actors or a big enough budget, but try to make like a short film or something. Keep up the good work. Thank you, I'll keep up the good work, and really, I would love to do a film that brought characters together. That is my biggest goal that I want to achieve, is to create characters that are fleshed out. You know, Spider-Man, Batman. I don't know at this point. You know, like I'd love to make characters and then bring them together in one movie. That would be so cool to me. So I don't know. That sounds cool. So I don't know. We're just gonna have to wait and see. The next question is from Monkeys OG, and his question is, how is it becoming a director and actor in the same film? It's kind of hard to do because you're never actually behind the camera when you're on screen. So, it's kind of tough in that sense. But as long as you have like a man behind the camera, so that you know and you trust are getting your shots correct, so how you want it, it's not that bad. But it does it's kind of stressful, you know, trying to, you know, move the camera. Alright, I got to move right here, especially when you don't have a cameraman. The next question, another question from Superheroes Inc. V version 2.0. And his question is, what camera did you film Become Something More on? I'll answer that right now. That's the Canon Rebel T5. How big of a role will Spider-Man play in Beyond? And he said he saw the screenshot on Insta. So he's really not gonna play that big of a role. I mean, he kind of has a big role in what he does to push Ethan, I guess I could say. So that's what I'll tell you guys about it. And will Coping with Anger be in the same universe as Become Something More? No, Coping with Anger is a separate film, because since I'm going to be playing the character, it has to be a separate film. Separate from the Amalgam Universe. The next thing is, will there be another Spider-Man movie that you will make for the Amalgam Universe? Probably not. Is it called the Amalgam Universe because it blends two different characters into one universe? Yeah, that's kind of the point of being an Amalgam Universe, so yeah. The next question is from Hank the Tank, and his question is, how did you get introduced to Spider-Man? Very first, besides the Spider-Man 1 movie with Tobey Maguire, the next thing I got was something called Spider-Man vs. Daredevil. It was from the 90s series. It was like a DVD, and it had like both their faces on the cover. I love those 2 episodes, I believe it was, or 2 or 3 episodes. Those episodes were really awesome, and it was like the 90s movies that they put on DVDs that really kind of got me into it. Especially with Spider-Man 1 and 2 coming out, so all that really got me into Spider-Man. The next question is from Spidey Morpher, and that is, and his question is, working on any new cosplays or any cos plans this year? And congrats on 3K. Thanks, man. Working on any cosplays? I'm not really working on cosplays. I guess I could say I'm kind of working on a Pennywise cosplay, but that's a little bit down the line that I'm not going to be showing you guys for a while, because I still just haven't figured everything out for that cosplay. Pennywise is like one of the biggest cosplays I guess I'm going to be doing next. if that's what you wanted to hear. The next question is from Ray J. Breezy 2003, and his question are, how will the Hulk be in film? A CGI render attempt or bodybuilder? I kind of want to leave this a little bit of a mystery, but I'll give you guys this. I'm gonna be using a little bit of stop motion while doing this, and a lot of green screening, or I guess blue screening because the Hulk is green. So, and his second question is it possible I could help you write for future films? Well, I guess it depends. I mean, I'm already pretty much writing all my movies by myself. I never really needed another person to write movies with me, so I don't know. Maybe if you want to get in contact with me and if you want to bounce a few ideas, sure, why not? The next question is from, I think it's Michelle Gonzalez. Sorry if I butchered that. And his question is, how are you going to do coping with anger, and can you tell us the plot? It's really nothing big. Guys, please don't like get too hyped for this. It's really just a tribute, because I wanted to do an actual like Hulk movie, like a full-length movie, but I was like, I don't have the budget. I don't have the actors that want to get body painted and stuff like that. It was too much, so I decided to make a tribute to what I would possibly do, if that makes any sense. I will give you the plot, actually. The plot is, after many years of living with the Hulk inside him, Bruce Banner is now fed up with this and resorts to his last option. That is the synopsis for the movie. Take that how it is, I guess. The next question is from Gangster Craft, and his question is, try to remake the Jumanji, or whatever movie it is with The Rock in it and Kevin Hart scene. Those two actors are together all the time, so I don't really know what scene you're actually talking about exactly. So, yeah, I probably could not make the scene from Jumanji, alright? The next question, they're both from the next two questions are from Boston Gaming, and these are actually the final questions. The next question is, his first question is, so when is the movie Iron Man gonna be out? The movie you're in is Beyond, and it's not gonna be out for a little bit. I still have done nothing with the visual effects. I haven't even gotten to that movie yet, but it's the next movie up with that me and my visual effects artist are going to be talking about, along with the New Age, but that's besides the point. So yeah, that movie should be out whenever we finish the visual effects. I'm going to be dropping a trailer then, and the movie's going to be out a little bit after that. So, and the next question he asks is, so basically, and I'll also give you your shout out on this. Basta Games, he helped me in one of my movies, by the way, if you didn't figure that out. And if you wanna go subscribe to him, yeah, he's trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. He's a let's player or a gamer on YouTube. So yeah, go give him a subscribe. He definitely needs it. Alright, those are all the questions I had, so I would like to thank each and every one of you guys for commenting on that video. I hope I answered all your questions, and if there's any more questions, leave them down below, and maybe I'll do another Q&A. Let me know if you guys actually like this Q&A, and let me know if I should do another Q&A, maybe do like a Q&A maybe every 5 months or something like that, something that is kind of achievable for me with my schedule. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I thank you all again to getting me to like 3,500 something subscribers. That is awesome. I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything for my 4,000 subscriber special. Maybe I'll do something for 5,000 or maybe 10,000. Maybe we'll just wait till 10,000 now. I don't know if that seems like an achievable goal, but hey, we're gonna try and get there. So yeah, that's all I really have to say to you guys. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you dislike it and tell me what I did wrong in the comments. As also subscribe, and hey, if you guys want to hit that notification bell, I guess I can tell you guys that, you know, or something like that. I don't know. Other YouTubers say that stuff, so yeah. I believe this is the end of my video. So, deuces.
You're filming.
Yeah.
Fuck you.